Alright, we're gonna try Remothered, Tormented Fathers. I've heard nothing about this game, it just came up my feed. I was like, you know what, we'll try this one this year. This might follow the same thing I did with Made of Scare last year. Well, actually, this might be the 5-day run through. Depends on how long it is. I just hope the finale doesn't end up like Blair Witch, where I thought what was supposed to be the ending turned out to be another analog system. Unreal Engine 4. Sodasko. Daryl Arts. Storm My Games. Just to prove there are all the achievements not unlocked. So, stick with 85. Going to 100 usually gives my eyes a bit strain. Subtitles are on. Yes, boogie. Walk, run, crouch, flashlight, examine, interact, dodge, inventory, diary, aim, hold the door, place diversion, change view, throw diversion, and pause. So it looks like this is a hide, not combat based game.
So, is it all true?
What have you heard already?
That illness. It thickened the bones. It accelerated the healing process and tissue regeneration. Is that all true?
Every word.
But if that's what it was doing, why call it an illness?
The Lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body where they could eat and multiply. An illness is what it is.
But then,
Where do you want me to start?
from the beginning.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of my strong points.
Well, for example, why do they call you Madame Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. But does it tell our story or really describe who we are?
I swear I know 3 or 4 idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is given to us. Other people choose it for us, whether it suits us or not. It doesn't tell us who we really are. That name will not give us any answers. It is only through growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood. And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate moniker. And so, Madam Svenska, it is.
And yet you come back to Italy. Why?
Because I forgot. But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
Tell me.
Please excuse me. Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged. There's always been a song that, as well as the name you refer to so much, has labeled my whole life, has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
Say goodbye, hearty frost from my eye. If you leave me, sure you miss me. If you fly in the sky. Come on, let's dance.
This is already an interesting game, give or take.
Give me a kiss.
What's with the Half-Life 2 playground? I wonder how much kitty poop is in that sandbox.
He loses something in the sky.
Oh, evil swinger.
Listen to me. The romance leave us free. That needs to be taken care of.
God, it's through. Well, it's modern day, give or take. Judging by those outfits, style, and haircut, I'd say 90s, late 80s. I wasn't looking at the screen, so if a date did come up, I missed it. Alright, jump scare title screen. Kinda mood whiplash there.
Feels like it's gonna rain again.
Yeah, running in these type of heels. Smart. Dr. Rosemary Reed, research therapist. Patient Mr. Felton, born 1920. 1958, first diagnosed systems. I know we're supposed to go that way, but I kind of want to check down this road. Alright. Missing. Celeste Felton. Date of birth 1958. 13 years old. That is an old photo. Wait, what? Missing since 1971, born in 58. How old was she? '58. She's 10 and 68. 11, 69. 12, 7, 13. Alright. Let's just show me off the dates. Is this true what they say? It is the year 2021, and it still feels like the 80s is only 20 years ago. And really, the 80s at this point is fucking 40 years ago. 2010, 20, 90, 80. Yep, 4 figures. 40 years. That's what the old woman said 30 years, 40, 30 years ago. I thought she was talking about the 50s. So I thought it was going to be a flashback from the 90s to the 50s. I actually don't know where to go. This way? Yeah, looks like it's this way. Dr. Richard Felton Associates.
Who is it?
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
Alright. I'm gonna go in unannounced.
Hello? The gate was open. Are you there? Hello? Is anyone there?
Alright, so looking at it that way. Let's try this way. Yeesh. Pretty square skirt there, jeez. You can just see the texture stretch. Oh, it's supposed to be Alice. There goes my phone.
Yes?
Good evening.
Miss Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Santa Margarita
I know.
Institute.
I came here voluntarily, outside the Institute.
So what do you want?
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents, I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's
Oh, no,
pathology.
please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
I swear I've heard that one actress before. I think she was in Sonic the Hedgehog as Rouge. And also Star Trek Online. I think she was in Ratchet and Clank as well. Achievement unlocked. Get in the house for the
Please,
first time.
This way. Bad habit.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
I met her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
Big house. I'm not a music listener, so I can't really make music jokes.
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Right, so what do we do now while we wait? Let's look at the painting. Why does this character get uncomfortable by religious imagery? Ransom note.
Do you believe in God, miss?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God. but inaptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed, I suppose?
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria. Yes, see if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
You're diagnosed? 1958?
Yes, indicatively. Some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency? Overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates? Phenoxyl? Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so. According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter, Celeste, has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate... I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or has you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
Mr. Felton.
You know the way. How do you even...
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
Well, the mystery thickens. That's 2 achievements already. Boat 100. How many achievements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or just 10. How long is this game? I'm not gonna do this once. No, but it's already been 25 minutes. The sound seems to have cut out. There we go. Yes, I would like to save the game. Alright, we'll call it there for this one, and then we'll jump into the next.